Chandra Bose Pilli.
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for giving me the opportunity. And also, I am saying, on behalf of YSR Congress Party, I support the bill, sir. Sir, this is the first major budget announcement after yesterday's finance bill that the Honorable Finance Minister implementing clearly indicates the speed with which she wanted more. The object is liable since DFI aims to push the long-term infrastructure funding, which has become a big problem now. Honorable Finance Minister is on record saying that 6,000 brownfield and greenfield projects are pending for funding as of January 2020. Secondly, National Infrastructure Pipeline expanded to 7,400 projects with an investment of more than 100 lakh crores between 2020 and 2025. So, achieve this, the need of the hour is DFI, hence I support the bill. Sir, Honorable Finance Minister is aware that DFI is not a new phenomenon, and the UK's Commonwealth Development Corporation, which is also envisaging interest to invest in DFI, is the mother of all the DFIs, as it is objective is to work as a catalyst, fill the existing gaps and enhance lending in infrastructure sector. Point number one, sir, if you look the enacting formula of the bill, it clearly says that it's supposed to development of long-term infrastructure financing, and if you look at the definition of infrastructure under clause 2K, it says that it covers the list infrastructure sectors notified by the central government from time to time. So, I would like to know from the Honorable Minister whether DFI covers 1. Social infrastructure such as education, healthcare, water supply, urban infrastructure, green infrastructure, and digital infrastructure such as automation technologies, artificial intelligence, 5G, blockchain technologies, etc. Or does it focus only on conventional sectors like power, roads, telecom, etc.? This may kindly be clarified. Sir, it is also found in an investor for a project of rupees 400 to 500 crores. But if the project cost is 2,000 to 3,000 crores, it is not easy to get loan since appraisal feasibility analysis and preparation of DPR needs through interventions analysis, and it is also needed money for this.
Please conclude on rule.
Sir, so I wish to clarification from the Honorable Minister whether DFI also mandate to provide finances for project feasibility studies.
Honorable Subhash Chandra Bose, please conclude.
Sir, taking advantage of this debate, I wish to reiterate that Schedule 13 of AP Reorganization Act given mandate to Government of India to take up and complete various infrastructure projects, be it Vizag Chennai Industrial Corridor, a metro or a major port in Andhra Pradesh, or steel plant at Kadapa, etc. So I wish to seek clarification from the Honorable Minister whether the proposed DFI will fund the infrastructure projects and as mandated under 15th schedule of AP Reorganization Act. Sir, with all these deviations, I support the bill, sir.
Thank you.